Of first place in GPAC, I am joined by the former point guard for the Cougars, Drew Hunter. Drew, what type of game are we going to see here?
Well, I think for the Cougars, you're going to see an up-and-down game. They're going to want to get out and run quite a bit and let their athleticism take over. I think for the Bisons, you're going to see the opposite. They're going to want to pound the ball inside. Look to Paul Fust, who had a good game last night.
This Cougar team, a little different from years in the past. Gone are guys like Kevin Gilroy and Bill Johnson. Now it's Dale Holmes running the show.
True. Kevin and Bill, tough guys to replace, but Dale's been around for a while, and he has a nice core group of guys around him. Steve Plavin and Scott Goebel, who are veteran players, and a group of young rookies who have come in and really helped the team.
How have the rookies performed this year? Guys like Tyler Wright, Brennan Schwartz, and that.
I think they've stepped it up. These kids have come in and they've been aggressive. You know, they're not backing down from anybody, and each one of them has contributed in a big way to the squad.
Cougars won the opening game of this two-game set, 93-72. Dale Holmes led the way with 18. Of course, Drew, the Brandon Bobcats, again, the team in GPAC to watch out for. But once again, though, James Hillis has his crew giving them a pretty stiff challenge this year.
Yeah, the Cougars are there biting on their heels, I think. Brandon always tough, and you know they're going to have an athletic squad that's going to come at you. But the Cougars are right there. A couple more wins. They got Brandon here next weekend at home, and I think we'll have a shot in the playoffs.
Just about ready to get this game underway. It'll be Dale Holmes, Scott Goebel, Steve Podwin.
It's the big man, Dave Hamilton, who had 17
Dave
points
Hamilton
last night. Yeah.
Starting it off for Regina, and they get the opening tip, and that is Goebel. Goebel to Podwin, back to Goebel, early three. That bounces off the front rim, rebound, saved by the Cougars, that's Holmes. To Yeoman. That one bounces off the rim, and the Bisons save it and bringing it back up the court. It'll be David Wiebe, and now that's Brad Unger with it. Brad Unger with the ball for the Bisons, just getting underway here in this second game. The women coming off an 88-71 win. Steal by Dale Holmes. Holmes drives to the basket, lays it up, and gets the first points of the night.
You know Dale's going to lead them. That's a good start for him. He likes to get off quick.
Dale Holmes, who, am I correct, leads GPAC in scoring?
He does lead GPAC in scoring. 23 points a game, I think.
Brad Unger with it. Now that's Josh Payne. Josh Payne drives to the hole.
It's called for the travel there.
And he does. Didn't see a bus stop out there, but he better take one because he's traveling. Goebel brings it up the floor for the Cougs. That's Holmes with it now. Dale Holmes back out to Goebel. Goebel passes it out to Podwin, and that is blown down. Foul away from the ball.
I think Dave Hamilton got called for a hold down there. Just trying to set a screen for Yeoman on the wing and got caught for holding.
With the ball, that's Chris Lucas for the Bisons. He's double teamed. Ball goes to Unger, lost possession of it. Now that's Paul Fuss with it. Fuss has the ball knocked away by Holmes, but they're going to call him on the foul.
Dale's a tough defender. He got caught there a little bit and went for the reach around move. Find the referees, they'll call that one.
Unger to inbounds. That's Fuss with it now to Lucas. Chris Lucas with it. Outside to Unger as they move the ball around the perimeter. That's Payne. Inside to David Wiebe to Unger. Unger puts it up and puts it in. That's a three-pointer for Josh Unger, or for Brad Unger.
Unger hit three last night, picking up where he left off. We got to watch him out there.
Yeoman to Goebel into Podwin. Podwin to the big guy, Dave Hamilton. Hamilton back outside. Three-pointer. Off the rim. Hamilton grabs the rebound, pushes it back outside. Quick ball movement. Yeoman stops, pops, can't drop. Payne brings it up the floor quickly for the Bisons. Dishes it off, and then a little scoop and a score by Paul Fox.
Nice push by Josh Payne. Manitoba getting an easy look at a basket.
Hamilton inside. A little hook shot falls for Steve Podwin, and it's 5-4. Unger with the ball for the Bisons to Josh Payne. Payne being watched by Yeoman. That's fussed with it. Out to Payne. Unger. Inside. Now they quickly move it back outside. There's another walk.
There's that bus stop again.
Yep.
Payne has a tendency to start running with the ball a little bit before he puts down the dribble.
Goebel has the ball knocked away by Unger, and then they call it a tie-up, and the possession will go to Manitoba.
Seen the Cougars, they run a bit of a half-court trap there in transition, trying to get Manitoba to slow down their offense, take a few ticks off the shot clock, and force Manitoba to take a shot with the shot clock winding down.
Josh Payne will bring up the ball for the Cougars. Being watched by Yeoman. That's Lucas with it now. Inside or outside to Weeb. Weeb from the top of the key. Nice shot for the big guy. Dale Holmes with the ball now for the Cougars. Cross court to Goebel, inside to Hamilton. Hamilton on the baseline, dishes it back out. There's a three, and that counts. Scott Goebel with the tray.
Scott's one of the leaders in the conference from downtown. Showed it there.
A little double team here. There's a little full court press action going on. Now this is Weeb. He'll stop, put up the little shot. That falls off the rim. And Holmes quickly out to Yeoman. Yeoman puts it up. That spins out, and Weeb comes back to grab the rebound. Josh Payne with it. Payne being watched by Yeoman, gets it out to Unger. Unger being watched by Dale Holmes. Little turnaround jumper by Paul Fuss falls. He has 4, and the Bisons have a 9-7 lead. Yeoman dribbling it right by our broadcast position. It gets into David Hamilton, and he is fouled as he goes up. The basket will count, and Hamilton will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play.
Nice move by Dave. He took it strong, you know, didn't avoid the contact, took the hit, scored the basket. Now a chance for the three-point play and put the Cougars up a point.
Foul charge to David Weeb. Drew, does this team have a different look to it this year because of the personnel or not? Different style?
The Cougars?
Yeah.
I think in the past few years we like to run, but you don't have a Kevin Gilroy to go to in the post now. So I think they need to get easy, quick shots, and they're so athletic. I mean, the young players in transition, those are the shots they want.
Taking it coast to coast and then dishing it off was Josh Payne. That ball goes out of bounds, and Regina will get possession.
3 turnovers early for Payne. He needs to settle down for Manitoba.
Yeoman with the ball. That's now Goebel with it. Goebel to Yeoman to Dale Holmes. Holmes for 3. No. Goebel, nice rebound, gets a job back, and he saves it. And Holmes gets it as they get a new 30. Yeoman, the top of the key, being watched by Unger. Quickly to the other side to Goebel. That bounces off the rim. Lucas picks up the rebound, and now Unger will bring it up the floor for the Bisons. Josh Payne with the ball now, back to Unger. Quick movement here, Chris Lucas with it. Lucas inside to Weeb. He turns on Holmes, puts up the baby hook. That won't fall. And we're going to have an early timeout for the Cougars, and we will hear what Coach James Hillis has to say.
We have to get a guy in the corner on the same side as the ball, or we have to reverse it to that side. If we get the ball at the 45, are we listening? Yeah. We get the ball at the 45, and we get the baseline guy to come out, then we can penetrate on that guy into the middle. Okay. Right now, we're throwing top down to Dave in the short corner, right? Every pass is close to being tipped. Every single pass.
Someone's got to go mid, too.
Okay? And I want Dale in the mid. I want Dale in the mid, all right?
Touches in there, hey?
Do you agree with that?
A little basketball talk from Coach Hillis. I think what they want to do is they just want to spread the Manitoba defense. Manitoba likes to play a zone, and they need to get someone down in the corner, take the ball down there, and force Manitoba to rotate and kick the ball back out.
Hey, speaking of basketball talk, LIT next weekend. I know you're looking forward to that.
Can't wait. Yes, both my younger brothers are playing for Winston Knoll, and one of my good friends is coaching the Luther Lions, so I'll definitely be there.
pretty good story that Winston Knoll has drawn up so far this year.
They've had an excellent season, surprised a few people for such a young team, but that's high school basketball right now is very, very exciting.
With the ball, it's Yeoman.
Holmes is going to go to the line.
Holmes will go to the line. Cougars lead this game by 1, 10-9. Dale Holmes connects on the first. And he connects on them both to give the Cougars a 3-point lead. We are still early here. 5:20 gone in this first half.
It's key for the Bisons to handle the Cougar pressure, and they're having a little bit of trouble.
Another turnover. That's 4 in this first half. And that is something the Bisons will want to stop. Dale Holmes inside had trouble controlling that pass. Then he has to regain it. Yeoman with the 3. That spins out. Unger with the rebound. Just about stolen by Podwin. And Unger brings it up the floor. That's Josh Payne with it now, being watched. Inside to Unger. Nice give and go in the backdoor cut. And then the rebound and the basket for Paul Fust. Also a foul. That basket will count. Charge the foul to... Is that on Holmes? If so, it's the second.
Cougars got caught. Everybody looking at the ball. Forgot about Unger. You don't see the little man go down into the basket too often. He snuck down there.
Dale Holmes indeed charged with the foul. He checks out. And checking in is Tyler Wright.
We'll see how the Cougars handle this with their leader out early on here in the first half.
Yeoman with the ball inside to Wright. That's Goebel for 3. That bounces off the rim. They fight for it in there. Rebound. Yeoman fake the shot, gets it into Hamilton. He banks it off the window, but it won't fall.
It's a misconception with a lot of teams, I think, by the Cougars' size. They don't think they can rebound as effectively, but these guys are scrappers, and they play a lot bigger than they are. Steve Podwin, Scott Goebel, both excellent rebounders, and Dale Holmes, who's second in the conference in rebounding, only 6'2" or 3.
Of course, one guy that we haven't talked about, we said, of course, that Kevin Gilroy, Bill Johnson gone. Another guy not playing for the team this year, but he's just basically taken a year off to protect some eligibility, is the Bo Jackson of Regina, Chris Warnicki.
The Deion Sanders.
The Deion Sanders, yeah.
I think they'd like to have Chris back. There's one of those guys who can score points in a bundle for you.
I just want to see if he can do that stunt again, where he plays a football game in Ontario and comes back here and plays basketball on the same night.
Unbelievable athlete, Chris. I mean, he hadn't picked up a ball for a while, and he's playing with our senior men's team right now. He came out and, you know, picks up where he left off. He's dunking the basketball and, you know, hitting tough shots for us. So we're going to miss him on our senior men's team if he comes back.
As you get a look there at David Hamilton as he's preparing to put up a couple of foul shots. Just a discussion here at the Timers bench.
Nice to see Dave starting for the Cougars this year. He had 17 points last night, played very tough. He's worked very hard, 50-year veteran out of Tom Collegiate, I believe.
Another one of those guys, it's his last kick at the can, so he wants to make it as long as possible.
For sure.
Hamilton missed the second shot, but then following up on that was Tyler Wright.
And there they are, a small team yet a putback on the offensive board.
Very scrappy group underneath. With the ball, that's Paul Fust. The Unger. Payne for 3. That won't go. Rebound by the Bisons. They push it back out. Unger for 3, and that one goes.
Got to get out on Unger. Pretty much automatic from behind the arc.
Everybody went inside to crash the boards, left Unger all alone. You do that, and it's a mistake. Yeoman wanted to drive the lane, couldn't do so. Comes back out, now gives it to Wright. Wright faked the shot, gets it back to Yeoman. Yeoman being watched by Unger. Now with the ball, that is Goebel. He scoops it, that doesn't fall, the tip. And I believe that was Podwin.
I think it was Tyler Wright
tipped
again.
It in. Tyler Wright, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
2 in a row for the rookie.
Wright has 4. And there's a steal. That's Podwin with the ball. Manitoba wanted him on a travel, doesn't get it, and then Goebel dishes it inside to Yeoman, and before he can do anything with it, he is pushed. Foul charge to the Bisons.
Podwin making a steal there on that half-court trap. Steve, one of those guys, he does the intangible things for you. He's going to take a charge, dive out of bounds, get a loose ball. There he gets a steal.
Chris Lucas with the foul, his second. Dale Holmes checks back into the game for the Cougars. Not a long rest for Dale Holmes. James Hillis wants him back in there.
Rightfully so.
He's going to have to be careful not to pick up his third foul.
A nice job by the bench, though. Dale left. They were up 1. Now they're up 2.
Holmes to inbounds it, does so. That is Morose with it. Mark Morose, product of Campbell Collegiate. Podwin. Holmes, Morose. Inside to Podwin. And he is hacked as he goes up. He puts the rebound home, but the whistle had already blown, so that one won't count. He will go to the line for 2, though. Sorry, Drew.
Oh, that's okay. Nice look by Mark. Very good vision, a nice passer, found Podwin underneath. They like to run Podwin and Goebel on those little baseline cuts.
Brent Sevigny with the foul, his first. Podwin to go to the line to shoot 2. No problem with the first one. Oh, a little bit of a problem. Got the home roll.
As long as it goes in.
As long as it goes in, that's the main thing. Doesn't matter how it goes in, just as long as it does. That's what it'll say in the stat sheet.
Steve's an excellent free throw shooter. He's playing the top of the press for them.
Unger to Josh Payne, and we're going to get a foul there. It's going to be called on Podwin.
Call for the hand check.
Let him play.
Exactly.
I think that's what James Hillis, the message he just conveyed to the ref.
Steve and James be the first 2 to tell you that Payne was going by him anyway. Come on.
Payne being watched by Podwin. Now this is Unger. Unger being watched by Tyler Wright. Sevigny with it. Sevigny thought he may have walked. I guess not. Now that's Payne. He puts up the jumper. That one bounces off the back. And back come the Cougars. It's Dale Holmes. Holmes quickly brings it up the floor. Dale Holmes. Cross court to Podwin. Inside to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Podwin. Good ball movement here by the Cougars. Holmes comes inside, dishes it back off to Morose. Now that's Holmes. Holmes for 3. No. Loose ball, foul called underneath. I think they might put charge right with that one. That'll be Tyler's first.
Just as you said, though, excellent ball movement by the Cougars. Everybody had a touch, and then they got a wide open look for Dale from the 3-point line. So I don't think coach is going to be upset with that shot.
Subbing in for the Bisons, Matt Lechasseur. He's going to get an inbound the ball. And this is Josh Payne with it now. Lechasseur to Payne to Unger. Back to Payne. Payne being watched by Podwin. Underneath, that's Lechasseur to Fust. Fust back out to Lechasseur. He has a little bit of buttery fingers as he comes off the bench. Loses the ball, and that'll give Regina possession back. And then Podwin a little bit of sleep as Holmes gave him the pass. Podwin manages to regain control, and now Dale Holmes has it. Holmes, Morose, right. Back to Holmes. Dale Holmes will put up another 3. Again, he can't connect. Holmes having a problem from the outside, so he's going to try it inside. Scoops and scores. And they'll say no. He walked.
Tough call. I mean, great hoop by Dale. Right now, the Cougs struggling from the 3-point line a little bit. They're an excellent 3-point shooting team. Just got to keep putting them up. I mean, they're wide open. Maybe too open.
Brent Sevigny with it. Now that gets the fuss back to Unger to Payne as they quickly go around the perimeter. Now there's a steal, and there's a push by Josh Payne as he knew that Podwin was going to beat him to the ball. So,
and there's the spark plug again, Podwin. Getting inside, gets the steal, irritating his opponents a little bit, ends up with a technical foul, and he's going to go to the foul line and shoot him.
Payne with a look of disgust. Don't know what he's so upset about. Come on, buddy, you know you committed the foul.
It's basketball, not hockey, you know.
All right.
Looked like a cross check.
Give him the double minor.
He had a technical foul yesterday night in the game, so that's 2 this weekend. Tough momentum swings for your team. Podman gets 1 of 2, and they get the ball back.
Your score, 20-15. Okay, 10:48 to go in this first half.
I think right now for the Bisons, they need to get a better effort out of their backcourt. Unger's the only one who scored. They got to find somebody else who's going to put the ball in the basket.
Rose inside to Holmes. He quickly dishes it back to the outside. That shot by Wright falls off the rim, and Les Chasseur quickly bringing it up court. Nice pass to Sevigny for the basket. Brent Sevigny touches the score sheet for the first time tonight. Holmes quickly back up the floor. Cannot rest with his Cougar squad. That's Moreau's with it. Moreau's on the far side. Inside to Hamilton. Underneath to Podwin. Podwin gets the basket. Little guy amongst the trees. No problem.
He knows how to play down there. Back in high school, he was a post player. So Steve can do it both from the outside and the inside.
Le Chasseur with the basketball. Josh Payne with it now. Back to Le Chasseur. Payne inside for Fust. There was contact inside, and David Hamilton picks up the foul. That'll be his second. Checking in for the Cougs, number 31, that's Mike Staffen.
Mike's done a nice job this year for them. He comes in, gives them some hard minutes, rebounds well, jumps well, bangs down low with the big guys.
Le Chasseur to Payne, quickly inside. Ball bounces back to him. He gets it to Sevigny. That one won't fall. Podwin gets the rebound, gives it to Moreau. Moreau surveys the situation as he brings it up the floor. Then puts it inside to Holmes. Nice basket for the Cougars. Nice pass by Moreau. And
I'm not sure what the call was. I think they waved the basket off.
Well, perhaps maybe Dale Holmes stepped out of bounds.
Great look by Mark Mraz, though. We talked about his vision. Nice job running the offense up at the point.
Foul on the play by Staffen.
Coach Hill is pleading his case over there with the referees, as always.
Brent Sevigny at the line for the Bisons.
Been surprised early on, Manitoba has gotten 2 or 3 buckets in transition. Cougars usually the team that likes to run. Manitoba doing a nice job getting out in transition.
Sevigny sinks them both. That gives him 4 in the game. Unger and Fust lead the way for the Bisons. They each have 6. Podwin, the top scorer for the Cougs. He has 7. Holmes has 4. As does Tyler Wright. Timeout on the floor. So let's see what James Hillis has to say.
You got to focus. You're not focusing on what we need to do here, okay? All right, and as soon as that guy goes, this guy comes through. Okay, posts were high-low until that cutter goes through. Then on reversal, if we don't have a look, okay, we X out, okay? We X out on reversal anyway. You guys can go back and forth, and then we run cutter, cutter. Okay, let's go.
Well, he talked about their lack of focus in the timeout. They're going high-low with their posts. That means they're going to have 1 up at the top of the foul line and 1 down low. They want Holmes in the mid area, because the more touches he gets, the better.
Podwin with it right by our broadcast location. Now that's Moreau's with it, being watched by Unger. Right on the far side. Podwin in the corner. Puts it out to Moreau. Moreau's underneath to Holmes. Holmes goes underneath Sevigny and has the easy basket.
Well, as a coach, that's exactly what you want. You want to come out of the timeout. You talked about moving the ball. You get the ball into your #1 guy's hands. He gets an easy look at a layup.
That's Chris Lucas with the ball for the Bisons. He has 2 fouls in this game. Unger back out to Lucas. Lucas cross court. Le Chasseur puts it up. Nice touch for the big guys. He puts it home from the outside. Rose to right. To a wide open Podwin. If he wanted to hit the 3, he could have. Right. Wants to get it to Holmes. That pass is being denied, so he pushes it back out to Moreau. 12 on the shot clock. That's Podwin with it. Podwin for 3. That bounces in and out. Holmes with the rebound. Puts it off the window and in.
Nice play by Mike Staffen. Kept the ball alive. Dale, another layup, 2 in a row for him.
LeChasseur with the ball now for the Bisons to Unger here as the Cougars put on a little bit of a full court press. There's a steal, and this is Moroz with it. Moroz being watched by Unger. He's going to put it in. Rebound. Staffen can't get it to fall as he tried to go over Lucas. Lucas comes away with the board. Unger being watched by Moroz. Brad Unger barking out the signals. Little screen set for him by Sevigny. Now Lucas from the corner. That hits. That's just a 2.
I think that's what Manitoba needs to do. LeChasseur and Lucas have hit back-to-back jump shots. They need to look at the basket more.
Tyler Wright to Mark Moroz. Stephen Podwin with the ball now on the right perimeter. Inside to Holmes. Holmes tries to cut in the key. Has it stolen away by Lucas. Fast hands. By Winnipeg, by Manitoba's number 12, Chris Lucas. Brad Unger with the ball now. Unger surveying the situation, gets it into Fost. Fost to LeChasseur. He takes the shot. That misses. And then we're going to get a foul over the back. It's going to be Sevigny. That's his second.
Yeah, Sevigny pushed a little bit. He's got to know if he doesn't have position, as soon as he puts his arms up there, the referees are going to blow the whistle. The zone's giving the Cougars a little bit of trouble right now.
Mike Staffen at the line. Of course, Drew, we talked about the Winston Noah Wolverines going to be at LIT, and Cable Regina Television Channel 7 will also be at LIT. They will have the championship final.
Always a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, it is.
Luther puts on a great show.
Looking forward to it. Should be pretty good this year. It's Noel, Balfour, and Luther, the Regina team.
Yep. Balfour very tough this year.
So, when isn't Balfour tough? Paul Fust with it to LeChasseur. To Payne, back to LeChasseur. That's Paul Fust with it. Puts it outside to Payne. Payne puts up the 3, and he hits it. Josh Payne on the score sheet for the first time tonight. It's now 28-26. 6.5 to go. Mitchell Blair along with Drew Hunter calling this G-Pack men's basketball game from the pack between the Cougars and the University of Manitoba Bisons. Hope you are enjoying it. Josh Payne with the ball now for the Bisons. That's Lucas with it, back to Payne, inside to Weeb. Weeb dishes it out to Fost. He turns and spins, gets the basket. 8 for Fost, and we are even at 28.
The Bisons have deadlocked the game at 28 here, and they've done it by hitting shots from the inside and the outside. They've gone inside to Foust, and they've gone outside with Payne last possession.
Holmes with the ball, gets it back to Goebel. Inside, there's the shot by Yeoman. He is fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line. We talked about Balfour a minute ago on the floor for the first time. Guy that made Balfour, one of the guys that made Balfour the team it was last year, Brennan Schwartz, number 10.
Yeah, they ran away with a lot of tournaments in the last couple of years because of Brennan Schwartz. Very talented young player, getting to play some minutes with the Cougars here in his first year. I think Coach Hillis likes what he sees from Brennan. A little bit of an injured wrist right now, holding him back.
Good look at Ashley Yeoman. He sinks the first of 2 foul shots. And he also sinks the second.
Ash's pull-up jump shot on the baseline. Nice play. He's athletic enough that he can hang for that extra second, allow himself to get to the line.
Another timeout, so we'll take it back to James Hillis.
Perimeter. When the ball goes to the side with the 2 guys, okay, we're going to get Ash down in the corner there. Okay, ball goes to that side. Scotty, you kind of step up into high. They're guarding high post with this guard. Pinch him. Okay, so the ball's going to go to you, right? If you got a shot, you can take that, okay? But I want you just to turn and dump right there to Holmes, and we can take that shot. Okay, if we don't get it, we reverse it. We do the same thing on the other side. Go high post and then out. Okay.
I'm sure Coach Hillis had some very enthralling things to say, but for my playing days, I tend to tune in and out from what James is saying, and I'm not sure what happened during that timeout, but probably excellent advice for the Cougars.
Oh, he's going to be after you when he hears that, isn't he?
Well, let's hope he doesn't.
Several guys fall to the floor. And the Bisons will inbound the ball. Good crowd again here at the Pack. Not quite butt to butt, but about as close as you can.
Nice to see the people out supporting the Cougars,
Yeah,
as always. A couple of strong teams again this year with the women and the men.
Yeah. In the friendly confines of the Pack, where you want to keep your head up at all times.
Chocolate bars, t-shirts flying.
What more could you want?
It's like a day at the fair.
Loose ball. Weeb picks it up, and he travels. After some scrambly play down there, underneath the Cougar basket.
Another traveling call on the Bisons. So Coach Sutfield at halftime is going to have to put them through a pivot workout, I think.
Manitoba Bisons brought to you tonight by Greyhound. Goebel puts it underneath to Hamilton. Hamilton loses possession, and they're going to say it's Bison ball.
Cougars really struggling in the half court right now. They have to get out, get a couple more steals, get in transition to get their game going.
Semi-full court press there by the Cougars. Broken easily by the Bisons, and now Unger gets it as the Bisons set up. LeChasser. Pass to Payne. He had to jump to get that one. And then that goes off the hands of Weeb, and coming away with it for the Cougars is Ashley Yeoman. Yeoman to Holmes. Holmes will set it up. Back to Yeoman. Yeoman thought about the long jumper, decided against it. Well, that's Schwartz. Back to Holmes. Yeoman puts it up and gets it.
Exactly what the Cougars needed. They got ball reversal. Went from one side to the other. They get Manitoba out of position. Ashley squares up, drills a three.
Ashley Yeoman tickles the twine for three. As the fans start to get into it here with 4:20 to go in the first half. Cougars up by 5. Unger for three. No rebound. Nice job of the putback by David Weeb.
Nobody blocked out the big man. Can't leave him there.
Schwartz thought about going coast to coast. Well, that is Yeoman with it to Holmes. Back to Yeoman. He'll put it up for three again. And that one falls off. The only thing that accomplished was knocking the string back down.
That's right. He hung it and he knocked it back down. Schwartz.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Schwartz, I think, called for the bumping foul.
And that will send Unger to the line. No, I'm sorry. It'll send LeChasser to the line. He'll look to cut the deficit to 2 here if he can drain this one. Which he does. 33-31 and even 4 minutes to go. Brennan Schwartz. Drew told you he's got that wrist problem. You see that it's taped up. Then Hamilton fouled as he took the shot underneath.
Luckily, Brennan shoots with his right hand, so that won't bother him too much.
Foul charged on David Weeb. That's his third. And that's something that Coach Rick Suffield won't like, and he's going to make some changes as Brent Sevigny will come in. Looks like here for Weeb, once these shots have been drained.
And Weeb's done a nice job for Manitoba. He blocked a few shots last night. He's had some offensive rebound putbacks. Sevigny's going to have to pick up where he left off.
Sevigny checks into the game. He's got 2 fouls, so he's going to have to be careful. He doesn't want to pick up his third before this first half comes to an end. Hamilton sinks the first, and he also nails the second. David Hamilton has 4 on the night for Regina. Brad Unger with the ball now for the Bisons. They bring it back up the floor. They trail this game by 3. LeChasser. That's Paul Fuss with it. Out to LeChasser for 3, and he nails it. Tie game.
That's a deep 3 for LeChasser. Cougars in a 2-3 zone there.
Ashley Yeoman with it now for the Cougars, being watched by Unger. A little bit of a size mismatch there. Yeoman to Goebel. Goebel gets his man in the air, then pushes it back outside to Yeoman for 3. No, that doesn't fall. Rebound goes to the floor, and then Unger picks it up. We just about had a lapful of Steve Podwin.
Well, Stevie's going to give you everything he has.
I don't want it. And there's a walk. There looked to be a little confusion there by the Bisons as they tried to set that offense up.
Tied at 35. Cougars continue to struggle from three-point line. They make a few of these, they'd be up 10 or 11.
Podwin. Steve Podwin to Jeff Glaspel. He's making his first appearance of the game. Podwin puts it to the floor, fakes out Unger, puts it up. That one falls off the rim. A rebound comes to Fust, who quickly gets it to Josh Payne. Payne stops at the three-point arc, puts it up, but he was on the line, so they'll make that a 2. The Bisons now lead it.
What the Cougars are trying to do, Coach Hillis on offense, he's got 5 shooters out there. Glaspel's a three-point shooter. All these guys can stick it from the outside. He's looking to find somebody who can heat it up from downtown.
Goebel to Glaspel. He puts it up. That bounces off the rim. Payne yanks down the rebound, and back come the Bisons. Looking to extend this lead. They are up by 2 with 2:10 to go in this first half. Fust to Sevigny. He quickly pulls it back outside to Unger. Unger being watched by Goebel. Now that's Payne back to Goebel. Glaspel watching him. Shot clock winding down. LeChasseur puts it up over Schwartz. That one didn't go, and then crashing to the ground hard was Sevigny. They're going to call a foul on Podwin.
You fall to the ground like that, and you hope you're going to get a call.
No kidding.
He paid for that one.
The echo reverberates throughout the gym. His body crashes to the hardwood.
And he's a big kid.
That's a long fall. So Sevigny will go to the line. Podwin got the foul. That was his first. Sevigny makes 1 of 2. He now has 5 on the game. Glaspel. For me, that's Yeoman to Podwin. That's Glaspel with it. That's Goebel. Back to Glaspel. Looking for a shot. We get a foul underneath as Tyler Wright was being tied up by one of the Bisons.
On both teams in bonus, last 1:35 of the half, it becomes a free throw shooting contest.
That was Sevigny picking up that foul. So both the big guys now, Sevigny and Wiebe from Manitoba, each have 3 fouls as Podwin goes to the line.
On cue, Coach Sutfield's going to go to his bench. Sub out Sevigny here and protect him from his 3rd foul.
Stephen Robbins checks in. This will be his first game appearance. Podwin puts that one home. And now the Cougars are down by 2. Buck and a half to go in this opening half. It's a close one. Josh Payne to LeChasseur. Back to Payne. Payne puts it up. Gets nothing but air.
A little soft on that jump shot.
Podwin tried to get it to Tyler Wright. That ball was stolen by LeChasseur, and this is Unger bringing it back up the floor for the Bisons. Payne to Robbins. Robbins walks. And Paul Fust grabs Robbins and says, come on, smarten up. What are you doing?
Well, his first catch of the ball game. Maybe a little bit nervous, shuffled the feet.
Fust says, I'm not going to take that. You like getting chewed out like that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Drew?
Well, you have certain leaders on your team who are going to let you know what's acceptable, what's not. You're working all week for this, and you can't have those kind of mental errors. But nobody likes to be yelled at.
Ashley Yeoman puts it up and in. Nice shot from the corner by Ashley Yeoman to tie this game up at 39. Yeoman has 7.
Gorgeous shot by Ashley. Again, he's got those nice hops. He can get up in the air, look over the defense. He's strong enough to fade away and still make the jump shot.
Payne to LeChasseur. That's Paul Fust with it now. Back out to Payne to Unger. Unger wanting to get it to Robbins in the middle. Now gets it back out to LeChasseur on the far side. Or on the near side, I guess, for us. And that is Dale Holmes with it. LeChasseur's shot went off the iron. Dale Holmes. To Goebel. Goebel. As the shot clock runs down, Yeoman's going to have to put it up in a hurry. He dishes it off to Holmes. Foul inside.
Now, it's something you don't want to do on defense with the shot clock running down. You know the Cougars are going to be forced to take a tough shot. Now you give him a chance to go to the line and get 2 free ones.
Brad Unger collects the foul, his first, and Dale Holmes will go to the line for, as you said, 2 free ones. Makes the first. And makes the second, and might be time for the Bisons to put up a bomb here to end this half. LeChasseur, here it comes. No. So at the half, we get a close one. Cougars lead this game by a score of 41-39. Drew, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I think Coach Sutfield and the Bisons are going to be happy down 2 at the half. The Cougars, they're not going to be happy. They didn't get many buckets in transition. They didn't shoot the ball well from the 3-point line. I think second half, Coach Hilson go in there and go, look, we can't shoot much worse from out in the 3-point line. We're good shooters. Just stay focused, you know, use your legs, and we're going to make those. And that could be the difference in the ball game.
So as the teams head to the locker room, it is 41-39 as we get a quick look here at one of the Cougar baskets.
That tough jump shot from the corner by Yeaman where he hangs.
Ashley Yeaman, that was one of his 7 first half points. And at the half, it is 41-39. Mitchell Blair here with Drew Hunter. Second half coming up. Welcome back to the pack. We get ourselves a pretty good tilt here in this men's game. Cougars leading the Manitoba Bisons by a score of 41-39 at the half. And as we take a look at the first half stats, we see the 3-point land, the Cougars
are struggling.
Only 2 of 17. And that's going to have to improve in this second half if the Cougs are going to get the W. Leading point scorer for Manitoba, Paul Fust. He has 9. Dale Holmes leads all scorers with 10. Steve Podwin has 9 from the floor. The Cougars 11 of 31 field goal shooting in that first half. That's just 35.5%. The Bison just under 50% at 48.3.
Well, that's basically the Bisons are going to sit back in their zone here in the second half like they did in the first half, and they're going to dare the Cougars to make some threes. And if the Cougars don't make them, we're going to have a tight ball game. If they start to make some shots, they might be able to break it wide open.
First game between these two, Dale Holmes had 18, and the Cougars won it walking away by a score of 93-72, but I don't think we're going to have a result like that tonight.
I think the Bisons have come back a little refocused after last night. They didn't play very well, and the Cougars maybe a little lack of focus in the first half.
As we start this second half, it's Scott Goebel with the ball to Holmes. Holmes back to Goebel. 3-pointer. That's good. That's the way that James Hillis wants to see his crew start.
And Scotty's one of those guys who can do that for you. 57% or something he was shooting from the 3-point line. I mean, that's outstanding.
Drew, I think that shows no fear with this team. You struggle in the first half, but you come right back with a 3, your first shot in the second half.
You have to stick with what works for you, and 3-point shooting is one of their strong points.
Paul Fust comes right back with a 2 for the Bisons. Goebel for 3 again, and he nails it.
Heating up, you know, Scott Goebel. Manitoba has to know that they can't give him wide open looks like that.
Goebel has 9 as the T-shirts fly. Payne has it stolen by Goebel. Up to Podwin. Podwin lays it in. Big second half run here to start for the Cougars.
Coach Sutfield might want to look at a timeout. Scott Goebel sparking the Cougs here in the second half. 2 3-pointers and 1 steal, almost 2. But he gets nabbed with the foul.
That's his first. As you get a look at Josh Payne, a quick glimpse of him. That's Brad Unger with the ball. Unger wanted to throw it off the feet of Podwin. Managed to get the first part done, but the ball stayed in bounds. Goebel had it knocked away from him by Lucas. He commits the foul. He can't believe it. And we've got an injury on the floor.
Hopefully Scotty's going to be all right.
Goebel went in hard into the Bison's 42. That was David Weeb. He looks like he's going to shake that off, though.
Scotty's a tough kid. Played football at Belfer, quarterback, so he took some hits over the days.
Mark Morose will sub in for him. The foul on Lucas, as I mentioned. Actually, I thought it was his third. They say it's his fourth.
Well, a minute and a half gone here in the second half, and I don't even think Manitoba's attempted a shot.
Holmes, cross court to Yeaman.
They got to move the ball. They can't let it sit.
Back inside to Holmes. Nice dish to Hamilton, and the basket's good. And then Hamilton, he gives a little shoulder into Paul Fuss. It was accidental.
Little insult to injury by Dave there during the celebration.
You see him come over and say, hey, man, sorry.
I can't blame Dave. He's excited. Basket and a foul. He went over there and said sorry. I think Fuss going to be okay.
No harm, no foul. Unless, of course, you're the Winnipeg player that fouled him going up. Was it Fuss that fouled him, too?
Let's hope not.
Okay, good job. Okay, good job. Right, this is all the difference. We're moving the ball. Guys are catching the ball where they can shoot it. We're getting out in transition. All right. The other thing is we're doing a little bit better job in the pressure because we're actually getting up and trapping them when they get there. Okay. Now, a big part of that is old Payne. He wants to go on you. He wants to go, boy. He's going to travel and then he's going to go down the middle. Right. So if we contain him and the guy can come trap, then we get him. Okay. Then we get him. All right. Let's go. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay.
Well, Coach Hillis, nothing to complain about right now. His team's playing well in the second half. One of those timeouts where he just reinforces the things that they're doing positively. And what
the message that he delivered at the end of the half has definitely got through, as you quickly see one of the three-pointers that Goebel put down. Dave Hamilton at the line. Try and complete this three-point play. Hamilton has 6 so far on the night.
Hillis talked about the trap. They're trying to get Manitoba to throw the ball to Payne, who's had the quick feet and may call for a travel or two.
Hamilton cannot connect on the back end of the three-pointer. And now Payne brings it back up. That's Josh Unger with it. Or Brad Unger. To Josh Payne. LeChasseur inside to David Weeb. Weeb with the turnaround. That doesn't fall. Hamilton picks up the rebound and gently tosses it out to Morose. Dale Holmes to Podwin. Yeaman quickly inside to Hamilton. Hamilton with the one-hander over David Weeb.
Great job by Dave. Got position, went up strong again, finishing with the left.
Bust from the foul line. Gets the bounce. He has 12. Morose with it. Morose being watched by Payne. That's Hamilton. Hamilton decides to bring it into the basket, gets his own rebound, and follows it in.
You gotta love it. Dave's worked very hard. He's having an outstanding weekend right now. Nobody put a body on him. He's just gonna throw that one up till it goes in.
Weeb, who's playing with 3 fouls, loses it. That's Podwin. Podwin goes all the way and takes it home. Steve Podwin.
Steve gave a nice little hesitation like he was going to pass the ball, and then right down the gut.
All of a sudden, it's 57-43, and that ball goes out of bounds. Podwin goes crashing into the Bison bench, and the foul is charged against David Weeb, and that's bad news for the Bisons. That's foul number 4 on him, Drew.
He's going to have to go to the bench. Cougars can probably take advantage inside, but they've already been taking advantage. Dave Hamilton with 6 points in the second half.
Morose to Podwin. Yeaman. Ashley Yeaman to Dale Holmes on the perimeter far side. He goes cross court to Morose. Morose to Podwin in amongst the trees. He'll dish it back out to Holmes. Quickly to Morose from the corner for 3. That falls short.
That was good defense by LeChasseur. He got out there. Good contest on the three-point shot.
Payne, nice play by Yeaman, but they say he got a piece of him.
Ashley gave the referee that look of disbelief. The puppy dog eyes. Come on.
How can you call that? Goes over there and pleads his case to the ref. The foul has already been charged. That's Ashley's first. Scott Goebel will check back into the game for Moroz as he shook off that minor injury that he had here a couple minutes ago. LaChausseur with it. Being watched by Holmes. Now that's Sevigny. Quickly inside for Fuss. That pass was away from him, and now Hamilton. Hamilton wanted to get it to Goebel. That pass intercepted. Payne managed to keep it in bounds, but Holmes keeps possession of it for Regina. Podwin being watched by Unger. Podwin drives into the key, flips it up. That doesn't fall. Hamilton, easy rebound, puts it home.
Dave, fantastic job again. I mean, Manitoba has got to get a body on Dave Hamilton. He's turning this game around inside.
In the women's game, we saw what a force Medora and Harris was in the boards. We're seeing the same thing in the men's game from Dave Hamilton. LaChausseur hits the three, and that silences the crowd a little bit. Goebel. That's Brennan Schwartz with it now. Or pardon me, that's Podwin. Yeaman. Yeaman wants to move in on Payne. Now Goebel has it. To Yeaman, back to Podwin. Podwin to Gable, fakes the three, fakes it again. Gets it inside to Hamilton. Hamilton's trapped in the corner. Yeaman with the jumper, hits it.
Well, that's the toughest shot as you're going to see anybody make. Yeaman had to let that go on the way down, still buried it. He's hit some big shots with him today.
Fust with the ball for Manitoba. To LaChausseur. LaChausseur takes the shot and makes it from the baseline, and we get a timeout here to Manitoba. And they need it. They are down by 14 with 15 minutes to go. 62-48 Cougars.
From this side to that side, okay? Then Holmes comes up. Holmes was coming, but then you went too, and we give him the easy reversal. So you just lurk on that. I'll tell you what, you can play, okay, you can play stealth behind there, hide behind that guy, invite it, and then steal it, okay? All right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Keep it up now. Keep it up.
You're used to those pep talks, aren't you?
Well, not so much anymore.
For what, 2 years that you've been gone?
2 years now, yeah. You miss it, but you don't miss the practicing.
Yeah, that's it. You miss the game action, but not those practices, right?
Exactly. You get in there and compete.
And those endless bus trips to Manitoba.
Dead of winter, Winnipeg not necessarily your choice of venues.
I can think of better places than I'd want to be than Winnipeg in January.
And then your runner-up is Brandon, so.
Yeah. Okay, let's switch the topic real quick. Dale Holmes at the foul line. Misses the first one. Holmes has 11 on the night. Make it 12.
Cougars looking good here in the second half. They have to continue to reverse the ball. Manitoba switched it up and got man-to-man here on defense. Give the Cougars a different look.
Gable wanted to go all the way, had the ball bounce off of Sevigny's knee, goes out of bounds. They say possession Manitoba.
Coach Sutfield switching up the defense pays off. They get a turnover.
Fuss with the ball, a little bit of wide open court. That's quickly closed off by Holmes. Podwin joins in. That's Sevigny with it. Sevigny wanted to give it to Payne. Instead, gives it to that guy in the front row eating his popcorn.
He was wide open, but I'm not sure what he can do with it.
Goebel. Around Unger. Pushes it inside. Yeaman with the jumper, and that goes.
Nice job by the Cougars. Recognize the mismatch inside. Got the ball to Yeaman.
Unger to Paul Fuss. Fuss has 13 for the Bisons. He leads them in scoring. There's a spin by Fuss. That falls off the iron. Sevigny. Rebound goes up. Hacked in the way.
Well, Manitoba needs more of that if they're going to get back into the ballgame in the second half. They got to get the offensive glass, get some easy shots, and get back to the foul line.
Sevigny will go to the line. Didn't catch who the foul was on there.
Somebody in green.
Sevigny misses the first. Sevigny makes the second, and then he'll sit down. Stephen Robbins checks back into the game. Goebel will bring it up the floor for the Cougs. Goebel to Holmes. Holmes spins, fires. They say no basket. They're going to call Dale on the walk.
Dale has such an array of moves. I think sometimes he's not even sure what he's doing.
The man of many moves, Dale Holmes.
Can't argue when you're leading the conference in scoring.
That's right. LaChaucer puts it up over Podwin and puts it home.
LaChaucer doing a nice job in the second half for Manitoba. We talked about them getting someone else besides Foose to score for them.
He has 13 now on the night. Yeaman to Holmes. Holmes moves around the screen set by Hamilton. Oh, that's Goebel. Cuts it back in the middle, dishes it back off to Holmes. Into Hamilton. Hamilton working on Robbins. And I think they're going to charge big number 55 for Manitoba with the foul.
Now Dave continuing to hurt the Bisons inside. This time he draws the foul. I'm not sure Manitoba can stay with the Regina Cougars man-to-man. I think one up, the Cougars are just a little more talented.
Hamilton will go to the line. He has 12. Next weekend, this gym will probably be packed. Brandon Bobcats in here. Team that the Cougars have to beat if they want to get to first place.
Always entertaining when the Bobcats come to town.
That team's still all from beautiful downtown Brandon?
Well, 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. What, one guy from Chicago, another couple guys from...
Yeah, he's got a couple of imports.
Couple. Great hustle by Podwin, but unfortunately he couldn't keep his footing.
Well, we've seen Steve in that spot before.
Yes, we have. He likes that Bison bench area. Unger to LaChaucer for 3. That was a little too strong. Coming away with a rebound is Dale Holmes. Holmes looking for some open court, finds it and quickly dishes it off to Goebel. That's Podwin. That's Hamilton turning. Wanting to pass it to somebody. Finally decides on Goebel. Goebel for 3. He misses that one. Holmes at the rebound. Fights off the double team and scores.
Nice job by Dale. Seems to find a way to flip that ball in off the glass.
Unger to Foust. Foust puts it up. That doesn't fall. Podwin looked for the rebound, and they're going to say it's Regina ball. Chris Lucas checks back into the game for Manitoba. He's got 4 fouls, so he's going to have to be awfully careful here with 12.5 to go. And a timeout is charged to Manitoba. So as the Cougars gather together, let's take it to James Hillis.
Get the guys we got in down. Okay? Yeah, got one for you? Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll go see what we got. We may see a change in defense coming out. Don't be surprised if it's 1-3-1. Okay, don't be surprised if it's 1-3-1. We're going to run 1-4 high right now so we can ID it. All right? We take the ball. Okay, take the ball to the side, run that guy through. Okay, listen if I call a change. Okay? We'll probably, if it's 1-3-1, we'll go short corner. Okay, if they come out 1-3-1, we'll go short corner. All right? What was that?
1-4 high start off right now.
Yes, yes. That way we get a good look at it right away. Okay? Remember, listen. We'll get, yeah, but in short corner, we're going to get Dave mid here now. Okay, we're going to get Dave mid and you low, you short, okay? Actually, no, we got Schwartz on. We'll get you 3 in the perimeter and Schwartz in the short corner. Okay. If we go there, okay? Let's go.
I think what Coach Hillis is talking about is, we said we weren't sure if the Bisons could stay with a man-to-man. He's thinking they're going to switch up the zone and they're going to run a play called 1-4 high. On that play, they run somebody down the baseline, and basically it's just a check to see if the Manitoba defender is going to run with him or not. If he runs with him, it's man-to-man. If he doesn't, they're in zone.
So that's what we're going to see here, the 1-4?
1-4 high on offense. So all the guys are straight line across the top of the key, and Yeaman runs through. Nobody goes with him. It's a zone.
Then Holmes throws it away. Schwartz tries to save it. Can't do so, and Bisons will take possession. So did the coach figure out then there what he wants, or because the play didn't go to its fruition?
Well, he got Yeaman to run through, so we know that Manitoba was in the zone defense. Unfortunately, he threw the ball away and couldn't do anything with it.
Lucas to Weeb down low. Weeb puts it over Hamilton. A foul coming to the big guy. They call him on the push. That's his third. And Weeb will go to the line.
Staffin's going to come in for Dave. Outstanding job by Dave Hamilton. 16 points for the big man.
Maybe the player of the game so far for the Cougars. Weeb makes both of them. Dale Holmes to Yeaman.
Manitoba's back to Holmes. Manitoba's back in the zone.
Schwartz to right to Yeaman. Back to right. Nice movement of the ball. And then Brennan Schwartz couldn't control the pass. Look before he caught the ball and lost possession of it. So the Bisons get it here, and they'll try to cut this deficit to 13.
Looked like that wide receiver going into the end zone before he caught it.
There's a steal, and then Yeaman with the jumper. That doesn't go. Nice job by Payne, and they say, no, you walk. And he slams the ball up in the air. Holmes looking for a technical.
Well, I think Payne's a little more disgusted with himself than he is with, say, the call. Got those happy feet tonight.
He's already got one technical tonight, so. Holmes, he's smart. He's trying to get another one out of him.
That's right, looking for the ejection.
Unger just about stole it away from Yeaman. Now that's Holmes from 3. Got it.
Well, that's why he's a 2, 3, maybe 4-time GPAC All-Star.
Dale Holmes, 16 points on the night. Payne. Payne into Foust. Foust off the window. Counted. Nice pass by Payne inside to Foust. Yeaman. Ashley Yeaman dishes it off. Nice play inside. Brennan Schwartz couldn't capitalize, but he'll go to the line.
Little no-look dish by Yeaman. Finds Schwartz. And that's where Brennan's used to being, is at the foul line.
And the foul charge to David Weeb. That's his 5th. So David Weeb can sit down. His night has come to an end. He fouls out, having scored 6 points.
Now, Weeb didn't do a bad job tonight. He rebounded the ball basketball well for the Bisons, but 6 points probably not enough for their big man. Especially if Dave Hamilton, when you're going mano-a-mano, has 16.
They've used...
Okay. Mike, you're mid. Okay. Okay. Don't be shy. You got to get 2 hands there. You know, I don't need to tell you that. Okay, just make a good catch there. Don't be shy about taking him down there. Right? But what we got to make sure we do is that we take the ball to the corner. Now, what I'd like to see is I'd like you to see take the ball to him in the corner and move Ashley up as the reversal guy. Or Tyler up the reversal guy. Okay?
Just about to say the Bisons have really been using their big guys. Weeb, Sevigny. Sevignier's got 3 fouls, so he's still in foul trouble with 10:51 to go here. And then Stephen Robbins came in as well, so they've been using 3 guys to try and combat David Hamilton, and one of them's now gone.
Hasn't worked tonight.
Brennan Schwartz misses the first one.
Cougars have to make sure that they remain focused here. 10:51, still a lot of time left in the ball game, even though they're up 16.
Schwartz makes 1 of 2. Lucas, quick pass to LaChausseur. And LaChausseur bangs it off our cameraman.
Danger pay.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting over here. Holmes. To Podwin. Podwin to Holmes. Holmes. Far side, Tyler Wright. Right to Brennan Schwartz. Brennan Schwartz on the outside, wants to get it inside, now just dishes it off to Podwin. Podwin goes across the floor to Holmes. Holmes moves around Lucas. Tell you what, they could have called Lucas on the 5th foul there. Now Schwartz does a nice job of cutting underneath, and then horn goes. The 30-second clock had gone, but Manitoba had possession, so play continues. Holmes deflects the pass out of bounds. Tell you what, Drew, I thought they had Chris Lucas on that 5th foul when Holmes went up.
Sometimes the referees are hesitant to call that 5th foul unless it's a blatant one.
Payne to Lucas. Lucas inside to Robbins. Robbins hooked up with Steffen, and they're going to call. They're going to call Steffen.
I don't know about that one. Robbins looked like he's playing a little hide and seek with the
I
basketball
thought
with
so
Mike.
too. So Mike Staffen collects his second foul. Josh Bings, and he's a feisty.
Yeah, he's a competitive one.
Down low to Foust. Foust to Lucas. Lucas for three. Hit by Schwartz. Great job by Brennan Schwartz.
Great defense by Schwartz. Timed the jump shot, swatted out of bounds.
Referee had to look for help there as he was protecting himself and the players from crashing along. They say keep the ball to Manitoba. Good call by the ref. LaChausseur to Foust. Jumps in on Staffen. Takes the shot. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound. Robbins gets it.
I think that's a matchup Manitoba can take advantage of. Paul Foust with Mike Staffen. Staffen, a first-year player. Foust, one of Manitoba's leading scorers.
Holmes out to Podwin. That basket by Robbins, by the way, his first of the night. Now Schwartz loses it. If he would have turned around, the ball would have been back in his hands, but he didn't know it was there. Payne quickly to LaChausseur. LaChausseur drives to the hole and nets it. Easy lay-in for LaChausseur, and now the Bisons are within 13. And Coach Hillis says, I've seen enough. I want to talk it over with the boys, so he calls a timeout. Drew will get a look at that play by Brennan Schwartz. And as you said, he timed the jump shot perfectly.
Now they kicked the ball out to Lucas in the corner here. And really, the shot too slow developing for Lucas. Brennan gets out there. Nice play on deep.
And as you see, the referee sort of dive for cover.
Extending. All right, so when you got Holmes right here, they're bringing this guard out here. Okay, they're bringing a guy hard there, and they're fronting down around there. Okay, so mid-post guy, you can sort of step right into that hole right there. Okay, so if you have the ball in the corner and you look at Holmes, and Holmes isn't open, we can look at a little tuck right in there to tie. Then you look, you can shoot that little turnaround jumper you're good at. Okay, maybe take it off the dribble. But if you put the ball on the floor, and you had a problem with that in the first half, if you put the ball on the floor there, Unger's coming down, he's going to slap you. He's going to start at your elbow and work his way down, and the referees aren't going to call it. So you have to know it, and you have to look after it. Okay, you understand? Okay, let's go. Yes, you can. Okay.
Now Coach Hillis just talking about protecting the basketball. Every possession important. They want to make Manitoba use time if they're going to score some baskets. So he said if the ball goes inside mid-post to Wright or Holmes, they got to protect the basketball from the little man's coming down.
Holmes with the ball, 9:15 to go. That's Podwin with it. Podwin wants to get it to Tyler Wright, does so. A little give and go action. Podwin out to Holmes. Holmes double team. Tries to find an open man, finds it in Podwin. Podwin thought about putting up the three, then cuts over to the foul line, takes the shot. Wright tried to grab the rebound, couldn't control it. The Bisons will get the ball.
Nothing wrong with that shot. Steve got a good look at the basket, just in and out.
Lucas started that play a little bit prematurely. Gobel's going to check in, as is Dave Hamilton back for the Cougars. Staffen will sit down. And also sitting down is Brennan Schwartz.
Cougars coming back with the big guns here. Scotty and Dave both had a nice rest. Ready to get after it.
LaChausseur with it. Back to Payne. Payne to LaChausseur. A little bit of a double team comes in on him. Lucas, quick pass to Foust. He can't control it. And that'll be possession Cougars.
A little too much mustard on that pass from Lucas. Foust couldn't hang on.
Goebel to Podwin. Podwin back to Holmes. Easy look at the basket for three. Dale can't connect. Well, he does.
Well, that's the hometown roll if I've ever seen it. Dale using every part of the backboard and basket to get that one. But like you said, still 3 points.
It counts. It doesn't matter how they go in. And just as long as on the stat sheet it says it went in. Foust having problems controlling the ball again. Lucas with it. 75-59 Cougars. 8 minutes to go. Crowd urging on the Cougs. Payne fouled, and I think that's going to be, yep, fouled as he was taking the three-pointer by Podwin. So Josh Payne will go to the line to shoot three.
Well, tough one for Steve. You knew he had to force up the shot with the shot clock winding down. Sort of bailed him out with the call.
We'll see that three-pointer here again by Dale Holmes momentarily. Here it comes. There you see it, up off the top of the backboard and tickles the twine.
Well, Dale, he knows these baskets. Just
he planned it that way,
Sure,
didn't he?
just entertaining the crowd with that shot.
Off the rim, off the top. Put it home, no problem.
Nothing but net.
That's right. Payne sinks a couple of the foul shots. Holmes to right. Good elevation by Wright on that jumper, but he can't get the ball to Paul. LaChausseur brings it back for Manitoba. That's Payne with it. Payne to LaChausseur. LaChausseur being watched by Podwin. LaChausseur wants to move around. Podwin does so, goes baseline, spins it in.
Well, LaChausseur's had a nice second half of the Bisons, both from the outside and the inside.
Holmes wanted to get it in to Wright, and now Payne can't find it, and Podwin gets it.
There's Steve Podwin getting his nose in there, getting dirty, making a steal.
Gable, but Podwin. Hamilton in the corner. Nice pass inside to Tyler Wright. Wright with the shot, can't get it, gets his own rebound, puts it up again. Looked to be some contact in there, but no foul was called, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Regina's going to keep possession of it.
Tough break for Tyler, but as he's scrapping in there, still after, and the Cougars remain with the possession.
Holmes to Wright. Wright thought about the three, gets it to Goebel. Goebel to Podwin. Podwin for the tray. That bounces off the rim, falls away. And now Manitoba will get it, and Podwin disgusted with himself as he slaps his hands together.
Stevie, a little bit of a perfectionist. They're not all going to go in, but he thought he should have made that one.
Bisons can cut it to 10 with a hoop here. Boost. Trapped in the corner, gets it out to Lucas. Lucas playing with 4 fouls. That's Payne now. Josh Payne with the ball. He has 7 here tonight. Robbins back to Payne. Payne moves around the screen set by Robbins and then misses on the jump shot. Holmes brings it away. Dale Holmes sends Lucas to the floor. Holmes cuts into the lane and then can't get it. Hamilton with the rebound.
Dale Holmes making people fall down, breaking ankles, as they say, with the basketball. Dave cleaning up the mess.
14 for Hamilton. LaChausseur goes baseline again, hits the floor. No foul called, but Payne following up gets the basket. Podwin to Holmes. He's going to go baseline. Off the window, that miss. Rebound to Hamilton. Oh, Hamilton marked by Booth. He didn't like it.
Well, there's a little payback. Early on in the game, we saw Dave Hamilton score a basket and accidentally hit Paul Foust. Here we see Paul Foust grab Dave Hamilton around the mug, right around the face.
You're going to see that as a little emotion. I don't know if we'll catch it here or not. There you see Hamilton with it. Oh, and it's the old collar.
It's a little uncalled for, I think. You know, Foust is looking to lay down the heavy foul and not give him the basket, but you can't come across the neck with the big arm swing.
Simultaneous fouls called on the play. Hamilton is 4th, Foust is 1st. So obviously the Bisons get the advantage there as Hamilton picks up his 4th.
Can't blame Dave, though. I mean, tough to keep the emotions in check when you get hit like that. He took exception, stood up for himself. A little frustration, I think, for Manitoba as well. Road trip, you're here, you're not playing like you want to be playing, and Dave Hamilton's hurt you all game long.
So the double foul charged. Does he get a look at Chris Lucas?
I think Lucas
giving us the thumbs up.
Playing for the camera. Chris took a couple of years off back into the Manitoba lineup this year. Him and his backcourt mate's going to have to start making a few shots from behind the arc here with time running down.
Unger to Lucas. Lucas being watched by a couple men, and the ball is taken away. Holmes got possession of it, but Foust sort of impeded his progress, and Holmes couldn't control the dribble, so Manitoba will keep possession.
Coach Hillis pleading his case there, but I think the judge and jury threw it out of the court.
Booth drawing the ire of several here at the Pack.
They get the bodyguards out for the escort.
Unger to Payne. Lucas, shot clock running down. Chris Lucas going walking. And then looks at the coach. Don't look at the coach, look at your feet.
Coach can't do anything about it.
Goebel up to Podwin, back to Goebel. To Holmes. Holmes being watched by Lucas. That's Podwin with it now, being watched by Payne. Podwin to Goebel. Goebel back out to Holmes. Holmes. Podwin, top of the key, takes the shot, makes it. Actually, that was Goebel, 21.
Scotty's stroke looks great this year.
He has 11. Another tip pass by the Cougars. Ball goes out of bounds. Manitoba will retain possession.
Scott hasn't scored a lot of baskets tonight, but the ones he has scored have been at very opportune times. He came out and sparked the Cougars at the start of the second half with 2 3-point shots. Playing an excellent game.
Just under 5 minutes to go here at the Pack. Men lead this game by a score of 79-65, looking for a sweep of the Bisons. Earlier, it was the Lady Cougars, thanks to solid efforts from Bree Burgess and Madoran Harris, beating the Lady Bisons 88-71 to clinch first place in GPAC.
Okay, now we're real small, okay? We're real small. We got Tyler in the middle. You know what you're doing there in that zone, Ty? In the middle, okay? But we really got to make sure that we fall down quick onto the post. Okay, that we fall down quick onto the post. Ball goes to the wing, we have to immediately go in front of that. We can't wait for the ball to go in. Okay? We're gonna run gold here offensively. We got Podwin and Tyler are gonna run are gonna run the high-low. Okay? Remember, we take it over. Okay, we want to get that guy. This is the one where we want to get that guy right in that middle zone, right? We're gonna take it over. We run the opposite guy, I don't care which, Tyler or Podwin. We run that guy right there. The guy who passed it, you gotta get a little space, so you get there. And then this guy on the offside. The further you can get over and still receive a pass, the better off we are. Okay? And then this guy, you stay home. All right? We reverse the ball. We try and get the 2-on-1 on that side. Block to block right there. And then Tyler or Podwin, you run right into that hole that's left behind as the ball gets reversed. Got it? Okay, let's go.
One thing we haven't talked about tonight is Manitoba missing Ogo Okmoabua.
Okay.
Is that how I say it?
Oh, sure.
My shot in the dark. Their leading scorer with a shoulder injury. You can see they miss his presence on the inside.
Nothing against Ogo, but when I saw he wasn't playing, I breathed a sigh of relief. Because I'll tell you what, I'd have been butchering that name like you wouldn't believe.
No kidding. You just go with the first name.
Ogo.
Ogo.
Yeah. Go, Ogo. Fussed with it. To LaChaucer for 3, and he nails it.
It's a big shot with 4:30 left to play. Puts him within 10.
That's LaChaucer's 3rd tray of the evening. Goebel to Yeaman. Yeaman cuts into the middle. Dished it off for Podwin. Hilla says, hey, man, that went off a Manitoba hand. Refs don't see it that way, and they come back up with the ball. LaChaucer from the outside again, he connects.
Well, he's really stepped it up tonight for Manitoba. 23 points.
Goebel to Yeaman. 9-point game with 4 minutes to play, and there's a steal, but they call Brad Unger on the foul. LaChaucer, as you said, Drew, has 23 on the evening. He leads all scores. Top point scorer for the Cougars, the guy you'd expect, Dale Holmes. He has 19.
The Cougars gonna have to find a way to stop LaChaucer. I mean, someone's got to get out there and force him to pass the ball to someone else.
Tyler right at the line. Makes the first.
Ice cool, the rookie burying the first free throw.
Yep.
I jinxed him.
There you did. You put the old kibosh on him.
Sorry, Ty.
He'll get you for that one, won't he?
We're alumni. We both went to the same high school,
All
so
right.
he'll understand.
All right. That one falls off the rim. Lucas puts home the rebound, but the basket won't count. Whistle had already gone. And we get a foul on Tyler Wright. That'll be his second. And Fuss will go to the line. Big shots here from the charity stripe for Paul Fuss.
Nice job by Tyler, giving Dave the Hambone Hamilton a little breather there after the altercation.
Fuss out the line. He has 15 tonight. Make it 16 with that one. Does he get a good look at him? He makes both. 8-point game, 3.5 to go. Holmes. To Goebel. Goebel to Podman. Back out to Dale Holmes. Dale for 3. Doesn't get it. Goebel went in for the rebound, but LaChausseur beat him to it. This is Fuss. Clear path to the basket, and he makes it.
A tough finish by Fuss. He had to switch to the left hand with Steve Podman running him down. Manitoba
not going away.
No, they're hanging in there, down 6 with 3:12 to go.
James Hillis will talk it over with his team. As you said, they are down or up by 6. Only 3 minutes to go.
Right, you know, we can talk about offense here all you want, but the bottom line is we're getting our ass kicked in transition right now because we're not getting back. You shoot that ball, you go right back to the basket. Okay? We're giving up layup after layup after layup. LaChausseur's little 12-footers there, right? Those are all transition because we're not getting back. Okay? Offensively, we run gold. Okay? Show some patience. We can get that guy, once he steps out, reverse it, coming back. Because Unger is coming all the way out right there. So we may have something on the overlap. Let's see if we maybe get something going in the basket. Okay, if we don't have the overlap, then we drag Podwin, okay, all right, into that spot. So we take the ball, so Podwin's always the guy cutting up. Even if it comes to your side, Dave, Podwin's going to go up. Okay, right? Now, we just can't. We got to get done. Defense here, boys. All right? Let's go. Let's go.
I've seen the coach in better moods.
Yeah, he's not too happy right now. Things change, but the more they remain the same, they're running a play that they used to run back in my days. Gold. They're going to run Steve Podman out of the post out into the perimeter, so they'll have 4 guys on the perimeter. They'll give the ball. They try to run Steve back into the block.
Yeaman with it, back to Podwin. To Yeaman. Yeaman, a long distance 3. That falls off the iron. Rebound, Hamilton gets it.
Johnny on the spot all night.
Big basket there. Lucas to Payne. Payne moves around Holmes. Gets it to Fuss. Fuss tripped up on the play by Hamilton. And for David Hamilton, that is going to be foul number 5. And for David Hamilton,
tough call on Dave.
That is going to be it.
He's played a whale of a game tonight, 20 points. It's been tough on the glass, great on the O boards. At the same time, it's going to give the Cougars a chance to talk a little strategy here with a couple minutes left.
David Hamilton fouls out and gets a pretty warm reception here from the crowd. As you said, Drew, he leaves with 20 points, and his absence will be missed in the middle here late in this game.
We have to push Scotty. I'm going to put Scotty in that spot. Yeah. Dale. Dale takes it over to Scotty. Ash.
Do you want me to try to get underneath Unger? Because he's...
Yes. Okay.
I'm just Xing out in there.
Yeah.
I don't think they got what they wanted last time on offense. So I'm going to try and do it again next possession.
Foss connects on the first one. Gives him 20 for the night.
He's made some big free throws down the stretch here on the road.
Is it tough in this gym for a visitor when they come in?
I think it's a tough place to play. I mean, fortunately, I was always on the home squad, but the Cougars play tough at home. They got the crowd behind them. They don't lose often here.
There you see a huge 3 Scott Goebel, his 4th of the night, his 14th point of the game.
Well, that might be the dagger. Scotty Goebel stepping up and hitting big shot after big shot tonight.
LaChaucer throws it away right in the hands of Yeaman. Yeaman, he's going to take it coast to coast, scoops it, doesn't get it, follows it up, missed on that one, tips it, gets it back. Yeaman fouled on the play. Great hustle by Ashley Yeaman, and then LaChaucer had to commit the foul.
You got to love the persistence of Ashley Yeaman, up and down on the glass.
And if the three-pointer wasn't the dagger, that one may have been. He was not to be denied. Yeaman hits the first. Much to the delight of those gathered here at the Pack.
He tries a tough finger roll there, but he just stayed after it and stayed with it, and it helps that he jumps so well.
Ashley Yeaman gets both. He now has 13 on the night. 11-point lead for the Cougars, 2 minutes to go. Lucas to LaChaucer. Back to Lucas. Lucas wanted to get to Payne, switches his direction. Tell you what, Ashley Yeaman got to hand him that ball, but it still went through.
Tough shot. Lucas finished.
Gable, of course, they want to slow it down.
Got to run some ticks off the clock.
Podwin with it. Back to Goebel. Quick ball movement there by the Cougars as they get it around. Goebel. Podwin. Back to Goebel. 7 on the shot clock. Fakes the shot. They went to put it up. Unger got a piece of it. Holmes with the jumper. Connect.
Money. Dale Holmes.
Great defense by the Bisons, and then right as time expires, Holmes puts it in.
They played tough D for about 25 seconds. It was that extra 2 or 3.
Lucas tried to put it off the window. That was too strong. And then they call fuss for going over the back.
Well, now it's cleanup time. The Cougars go to the line, they make the free throws, and the game's over.
Yeah, I think so. It's time for dessert almost.
Podwin, I don't think he's missed at the foul line tonight.
We hope you've enjoyed this coverage of GPAC basketball on Cable Regina, Regina Television, Channel 7. Thank all the volunteers that helped make this possible. Podwin misses the shot, gets his own rebound. Still hustling with a minute to go and an 11-point lead.
Steve's the only one who knew what was going on there. He knew that it wasn't 2 shots, it was bonus, and he went and got it.
Yeaman for 3. Doesn't get it. Lucas brings down the board. That's Josh Payne with it. Payne will go for 3. That won't go. Right with the rebound, he had Yeaman. And then Payne, and here comes showtime. Yeaman. Oh, he disappoints me.
A little too much anticipation. Everybody wanted to see the dunk, and pass just wasn't quite on the mark.
Looking for a little showtime. Lucas takes the shot. Payne grabs the rebound. He can't get it to fall. And now Wright gets it to Holmes. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can chalk this one up.
I still see Ashley. He's trying to leak out there for the ball, looking for the big dunk.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty successful weekend for both the Cougar crews. Christine Stapleton's ladies clinched first place, and dreams of first place are still alive for the men. Check, please, it's over. Final score, the Cougars beat the Bisons by a score of 91-78. Your leading scorers, Dale Holmes for the Cougars. He had 21. Matt LaChaucer with 23 for the Bisons. And Drew, I would think that James Hillis has to be pretty happy with the effort that his team put forth this weekend.
Well, that's what they needed. They wanted to get 2 wins tonight, keep their first place hopes alive, and put Manitoba away.
A little bit of momentum also for the Brandon series.
For sure, they get to come back at home next weekend, take on the Bobcats. They played well. They got great efforts from their veteran players, Dave Hamilton, Dale Holmes, Scott Goebel.
Tell you what, I know LIT's coming up, and that place is going to be packed, but you want to be here also. The Bobcats take on the Cougars Friday and Saturday night. Drew Hunter, thank you very much. Appreciated it.
Thank you, Mitchell.
That is it. A successful night here at the University as both the basketball teams beat the Bisons to complete sweeps. So for Drew Hunter and Janet Cook, who helped me on the women's game, I'm Mitchell Blair saying goodbye from the pack.